Hey guys, the Blender 4 is here. With more and more people upgrading their Blender version from Blender 3 to Blender 4, the node presets compatibility might become a problem very soon. Fortunately, it is very easy to upgrade your node preset made in lower Blender version to higher Blender version, because the higher Blender version provides automatic support for those node presets from lower Blender version. However, the reverse is not true. If some people provide you some node presets made in Blender 4 and your company is still using Blender 3, then you might need to do a lot of manual job to fix the compatibility issue. And today I'm going to introduce an add-on that can help you resolve some of the compatibility issues automatically. Let's see this example. So here I made this material in Blender 3.6. It has an BSDF, it has an viewed BSDF, and the node tree looks like this. So the easiest way to move this material into Blender 4 is we can copy this object and then paste it, or you can import it, or you can use a third library to do this job. But basically, I just want to show you that Blender can automatically support the node presets from lower Blender version. For example, here you can see it automatically add a mixed color node here, because in Blender 4 we have already removed the subsurface color from principled BSDF. And another difference is about the viewed BSDF. In Blender 4, it has been replaced by this shim BSDF. So this is good. We don't need to do extra things to support it. However, the reverse is not true. For example, if some people give you a project made in Blender 4 and you want to reuse these materials, then you do the same thing. You copy this object and you try to pass it into your Blender 3, and then you will see some bad issue happen. Here, the shim BSDF does not exist in lower Blender version, so you will get these undefined things here. And then you will see the subsurface value is 0, and this is not what we want. The correct way to connect the node is something like this. So you need to connect the color from the color ramp to the subsurface. And then another thing you need to do is connect this base color also to the subsurface color. And then here you also need to fix it by using the correct shader, right? The correct shader should be viewed BSDF. So, okay. And then you also need to copy the color into it. So as you can see, this is very complicated. Let's not do this in this way. And with our add-on, the add-on is called NodeTreeStore. You can select all the nodes you want to copy and just click copy. You can also save it as a file and then load it in lower Blender version. But here I will just show you how to copy and paste, and boom, and see everything has already been set up very quickly. Okay, you can also like save it as some file 1, and then refresh it, and then here you can see the file 1. You can load it and you will also get the exactly same result. Okay. So there are also some other, so of course you can copy and pass it into higher Blender version, and it will do exactly the same as the default by official Blender version. And of course you can upgrade from lower Blender version to higher Blender version with the same operations. So you can copy and then paste. So it will also use this mix color node to handle the compatibility issue. Yes. And of course, this add-on supports a lot of other nodes, including geometry node, compositor node. You can also find this add-on in the node editor of the compositor node, and you can also find it in the geometry node. And it has a lot of other functionalities. For example, you can save the whole geometry node modifier as a file. You can save multiple node groups at the same time. One thing I want to remind you is you can choose where to store all your node presets file. You can just go to the preference of this add-on and search for the add-on, which is this NodeTreeStore, and here we have a store folder here. So every time it will create a new folder according to your Blender version. So if you want to reuse the node preset made in lower Blender version, you need to modify this path and point it to where you store your old presets, and that's all you need to configure the add-on. So basically, this is how this add-on works. From the physical node tree in your Blender, the add-on will read all the nodes and links, and then it will generate a digitalized node tree data structure. And then it will serialize the data structure into a JSON file. It will also store all the resources referred by the node tree automatically. For example, you used an image, you used a video in your node tree, then it will also save this external file with the JSON file in the folder we have chosen. And then when you load the node preset from the JSON file, the add-on uses a compatibility decoder to decode the JSON file based on the current Blender version, and then it will generate the physical node tree in the current node and in the current Blender project. So this is how it handles the compatibility issues.